Go ahead, girls.
Good morning, Vibe Tribe. Happy October 1st. Y'all can hear me, right? My mic's not messing up on me. All right. So today my co-hosts are Tammy and Kayla. I reached out to these ladies because they have some incredible tips. And I'm not going to share their stories or help them with anything. They're going to do this. We want to touch on a few things, you guys. We want to touch on that everyone starts at zero. But first off, let's start with our gratitude. So, Kayla, what do you do for gratitude in the morning?
So I love gratitude, but for me, I do it a little bit different. For me, my gratitude journal, I meant to bring it down, I have to go find it, but I do my gratitude in the nighttime. I find it's the best time for me personally to kind of reflect on my day. My mornings are so busy because I'm a mom of four, so two school age, two toddlers. So mornings can be really hectic. So for me, the best time for me to zone in on my gratitude is to do it in the nighttime. So I like to use, I like to be cued by a gratitude journal, which I just got on Amazon for really cheap. And I like to reflect on the day that I've had. So you can do it in the morning, you can do it in the nighttime. For my mornings, I'm an affirmation girl. There is so much power to just an affirmation, a statement. Affirmations are great for combating negative mindset and starting your day on the right foot. So just a simple affirmation: I can conquer this day, or I am amazing. I am loved. I am valuable. And if you wake up with a particular negative thought in your mind, use an affirmation to combat that. That is something I really like to do. I find when I do my gratitude in the nighttime, it's the best time for me to reflect. It's the time that I'm most relaxed. And I tend to be more anxious. I struggle with anxiety, so I tend to be more anxious in the evenings. So this is kind of how I combat my anxiety as well. So that's what I do for my gratitude. And anybody else that's on right now, if you don't practice gratitude, or you do, let's listen to, let us know 3 to 5 things, or don't let us know, whatever, 3 to 5 things that you are grateful for over the last 24 to 48 hours. You can write it down in a notebook, in a gratitude journal, write it in the comments if you like to share with us. We'd love to hear it. That's what I do.
Yes. I know, Tammy, you're driving, so I don't know if you can unmute.
I pulled over.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
What is something you do in the morning?
My mornings, I work at 9 a.m. So I'm actually on my way to work now. I left early so that I could attend so I could be on this Zoom. But my mornings, I get up, do my 3 steps, I get ready, and on my way to work, I listen to whatever Zoom is on. And then when I get to work, as I'm listening to the Zoom, I'll do my gratitude journal. It's in my car. Everything, it's almost like I live in my car. I have everything in my car. But that's where I do mine, right? So and honestly, some days I need it, especially for my job. Like, I work at a call center, I'm a supervisor, and some days can be very, very stressful. So some days I need it, right? And it helps set the tone for my day. So it's typically, thankful for my team, although this week they're kind of shit in the bed. But I'm still thankful for my team, because without them, right, I wouldn't have a job. Or I'm thankful for my husband. Like, I don't want to set a negative tone, but yesterday on my way home, just across, I saw Denise pop in the chat there. Just across from where Denise Lemoyne lives, her road, there was a bad accident. And in talking to my daughters, my second youngest daughter, her fiance is in the Albert Bridge Fire Department, as well as Denise's husband. And it was a bad accident. It was actually somebody that we know had died in the accident. So for me, you know what? I said I was having car troubles. And I am. My car is overheating. So I pull over, right? Because I have to get to work, and I live 30 minutes away. I can't get a cab. For me, honestly, I am grateful I had to pull over yesterday, probably 5 minutes before that accident, because if not, who knows what would have happened. Like, that accident happened, I think, 10 minutes before I drove through. So that's my gratitude for today, is that I actually had to pull over and let my car cool down so I could continue driving home after work. It was very bad, that accident. It's awful. But that's my gratitude for today, is that I had to pull over and let my car cool down, because you don't know what would happen, right?
Yeah, exactly. And yes, living in the same area that Tammy and Denise both live in, I heard about the accident, and yes, sending all the vibes. So Kayla, you want to jump into team news, because I know there's some exciting news that you're busting at the gut to share.
Yes. Okay. So, do you have any Green Day? Do you have any Green Day fans here? Like, wake up! September's ended. Wake up! So again, like Melanie touched on earlier, it's a fresh month, you guys. We are all at 0, right? So whether you have not ranked your 4K, 12K, 40K, 80K, 200K, we are all at 0. It's a fresh start. So whatever you've done or didn't do in September, you leave that in September. We're moving forward October 1st, and there is so much to be excited about this month. So unfortunately, the new Frenzy promo is over, but you know what? That's okay, right? We don't need promos. The stuff sells itself, you guys. So it's really exciting. So right now, if you are in the Destination to 40K group, let us know. Drop a 1 in the comments below. I am so excited for this. If you haven't gotten your invite yet, don't worry. As far as I understand, if you sign the contract, you have a spot in there. So if you haven't received your invite link yet, don't worry. They're just kind of getting through that. On top of the fact that there's over 500 people who signed the contract, which is amazing. They also have that Facebook hindering, right? So Facebook, on top of the abundance of invites, you can only invite so many people at a time. Facebook is going to deem you as spammy, and then they're going to cut you off from sending messages. So there's a few girls involved, few of our leaders involved doing the send outs. If you think you should have received it by now, here is your tip that was relayed to us last night. Pop onto the contract post, search for your name. If there's a like next to your name, it means that your message was sent to you. It may have gone to your other folder. If you're not sure where to go to get to your other folder, this is the tip they offered. Click on the person's name who liked your comment and go to send them a message, because when you do that, you're going to trigger any messages that may have been sent to you. So if there's a like next to your contract post, your contract comment, that means that the message was sent to you. So try to
jump in real quick. I'm sorry, Kayla.
Yeah.
On the Dream Team 2021 takeover page, like she said, if Lisa K. Fuller, Amanda Arnett, or Ashley, I cannot remember Ashley's last name, Mosley, if one of those 3 put a like next to your comment, then you have the invite either in your messenger or your message requests. Amanda Arnett also put a post in there last night that if you have not received that message and your name does not have a check next to it, to drop down below in that comment that you haven't received it yet, instead of sending them messages. That way they can make sure they get it to you. Sorry.
Nope, that's perfect. That's perfect. So if you are in this Destination to 40K group, you guys, you better prepare yourself. This is going to be a really exciting month, but it's going to be intense. So if you've signed that contract, you're committing yourself to some pretty amazing challenges. Sorry, I have $2 in front of me. But what's really important right now is that, hold on, you guys, I'm just going to remove myself. So if you're signed up for that, you need to realize this is going to be an intense month, but it's going to be very much worth it, like super worth it. So hold on, Daddy's coming in, Mommy's going out. So if you sign up for that, you're holding yourself accountable, right? So we're all here together. We're all in this together. It's going to be intense, but stay the course. When it starts to get tough, stay the course. That is really important right now. So by signing up for that, you're preparing yourself. You only get 2 strikes. There's a 3-strike rule. So if you miss a challenge, miss 2 challenges, you will get a courtesy message. But once you miss that third one, you're out. This is going to be an intense 40K push, you guys, but it's worth every moment of it. So commit to these 30 days. Seriously, stay the course. We believe in you. Believe in yourself. This is going to really mean big things for your business. So by signing that contract, you're jumping into this, right? And we're all going to do it together. It's going to be amazing. And there's some great prizes up for grabs. So on top of this 40K push that's going to help you grow in your business, there's also some really sweet prizes up for grabs that Lisa has taken the time to put up for us. So that's really amazing. So what I did to prepare for this, I went out and got my groceries last week. We got lots of craft dinner, lots of Mr. Noodles. There's a couple of frozen lasagnas and things like that in my freezer. I had a talk with my partner about how intense this is going to be, but how important this is to me for my growth in this business. And I very much love my business, and I really want this to really prepare me for the future, right? So if you haven't gotten into this 40K push group, it has been closed. So unfortunately, you can't sign up now. Everyone that is on there is in. The signing up portion has closed. However, Maria Dillard has a last 90 days push group. And this is open to everybody. So if you haven't, if you thought about the 40K push and you said, maybe it's just too much for me right now, that's fine. That's fine, right? Holding yourself accountable means admitting that, maybe that's going to be too much for my plate right now. And that's totally fine. So Maria Dillard has that 90K push, last 90 days challenge available. I believe that has been posted into the Dream Team 2021 page. If anyone wants to elaborate on that, feel free. But yeah, so there's still time, guys, to really grow. Right now, what you do today, they say it takes 90 days for your seeds to bloom. So what seeds you're planting today on October 1st are going to bloom for January 1st. And that's our peak season, you guys. People are setting up, resolutions for the new year. They want to get healthier, right? They're ready to go. They want to reach goals. And on January 1st, that's when we're the most motivated, right? So this is the time. Plant your seeds today to see the growth in 90 days. That plus these push groups is really going to just absolutely explode your business. But you need to do and stay the course, right? So I hope whoever signed up for this, I'm so excited for us. We're going to do this together.
Alrighty. Okay, guys. So we did put Maria Dillard's 90-day push into the chat. So if you did not get in the 40K, Destination 40K, it is in the chat for you guys to click on after the Zoom. So Tammy, I know you're on your way to work and you're probably still driving, or you're pulled over.
I'm still pulled over.
Okay. I know you do have to get to work, so why don't you share your amazing tip, because a lot of people need to hear what you have to say.
Well, I work 40 plus hours a week. My shift is 9 to 5, but being supervisor, right? I'm busy. I have a team, and it can be anywhere from 15 to 21 people, depending. And it's a call center, so it's very demanding. And I have to work my business in my nooks and crannies. So if you hear Kayla Rose Oliver, when she tells you she adds friends while she's doing her business, that's what I do. I am not allowed to have Facebook at work. We deal with credit cards and whatnot. And even though I'm not on the phones, we are PCI compliant. So I'm not allowed pen, paper. I'm not allowed phone. I'm not allowed. I can't even have my purse at my desk. It has to go in, either be in my car or put in a locker. So I take my phone out of my locker when I'm going to the washroom, and that's when I do some stuff, or on my breaks, my lunches. I get up earlier in the mornings to get stuff done. I work full time. I have children. I have grandbabies. They don't live at home, but when they come to visit, I want to be focused on them. And my husband, right? So you need to schedule your time. So I do mine in the mornings. I do it in my nooks and crannies of the day. And then typically when I get home from work, he's very good. It took him a while, but he's very good. He will cook supper while I spend that time doing Kayla's tasks or whatever I have not gotten done in my day. Kayla's tasks have helped me immensely, and I cannot wait for this group to start tomorrow. I am so glad I get in it. Every time Lisa does a push group, I am in it, and it helps me grow all the time. In fact, any groups that are posted, you know, push groups, I am in. I am all about them. But it is a 3-strike rule. So I have to make sure I get all the tasks done because I don't want to be booted from that group. I don't care about the prizes. The prize at the end is how my business grows. And that is, what's your question, Shannon?
How in the world do you get it all done?
Like I said, in my nooks and crannies, you know, sometimes I do have a little bit more flexibility than agents. I can, you know, go sneak outside for 5 minutes, right? I can, you know, run in the lunchroom if there's, you know, somebody I need to message or whatever. So that's how I do it. And like I said, my husband, he'll cook supper, he'll listen to his podcast or what have you when we get home from work and let me do my thing and what I need to do. And if I have to stay up late, I stay up late, and I get up early every morning to get it done. And that's how I do it all.
I'm not gonna lie, Tammy, I'm kind of envious of you right now. I wish my husband would cook, but I'll stick with my slow cooker because my husband cannot cook. Thank God he's not here right now he's driving the girls to school. So you guys, anyone can do this. We say this 1,000 times a day. There's a million ways to the beach. And I know, Tammy, you have an extremely small team, but at the same time, you show up for your team every day.
Yep. I do. And you know what? It's the only way that we're going to grow, and they're going to, you know, they're going to do better, right? Actually, my one girl is on my actual team at work as well. Brandy, she works for me. And she is amazing. Like, she is a very shy and quiet person. But you know what? She shows up every day for her business.
Alrighty. So, Kayla, you have some amazing tips to share. Before we share that, you guys, I want everyone to understand something. Millionaires, 200Ks, 0Ks, everybody reset it at midnight your time. I want you all to push aside that belief that I can't do this, that I didn't re-rank right now. Okay? Each one of us is capable of 200K millionaire status within your time. It might not be your time today. It might not be your time next month. But if you put everyone starts at 0 right now in your head, that is going to get you 200K. That's going to get you retiring your spouse if that is what you're pushing for. So Kayla, go ahead, unmute, and share your tips before I take over and give everybody what they need to help with.
Okay, so before I get into my goals, setting goals, I just want to say one more thing. So this month's going to be huge for Thrivers. We have detox dropping at some point this month. So this is the month that you're going to want to get a prep list, get your potential signed up for the wait list, first VIP detox list or whatever it is that you need to do to really hype this up, because everybody's always looking for that detox, the best way to detox, right? So I'm really excited for this. I'm a little bit nervous about the idea of not doing my Thrive for 10 days, but I'm really excited for that first day one Thriver feeling again. On top of that, Vegas is this month, so it's going to be there's going to be some new products dropping this month as well, and they've been hinting at what they could be. I'm really excited for that, you guys. So feel free to comment what you think they're going to drop this month, because it's all hints, right? They're being super sneaky about it. So if you got any ideas, comment, put it in the comments what you think's going to come. I'm really excited. I can't wait for this. I want to touch base on the facts of goal setting. We're preparing for the month ahead, and there's nothing more important than setting goals. They are what's key to growing your business. So in our industry, goal setting and planning is crucial to success, right? Crucial. I read a couple of quotes yesterday because I was doing my homework on this. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. You need to have an idea of what you want. You need to set your eyes on what you want to achieve. So setting goals allows you to have a long-term vision on what you want while giving you a long-term vision, while giving you a short-term vision to keeping you motivated, right? So I've got my homework. I'm so excited for this one, you guys. So basically, I want to talk about SMART goals. If anyone is familiar with the SMART goal process, comment into the comments what they stand for, what the acronym is. SMART goals, you guys. Learning how to set SMART goals has the potential to make a significant difference on your business, for real. So SMART, S-M-A-R-T, S, specific, M, measurable, A, attainable, R, realistic, and T is timely or time bound or whatever it is that you want to call it. It all means the same thing. So let me get into how we do this. All right. So basically, when you're setting a goal, there's a few steps to making sure that you're getting yourself on track and you got the right idea. Sorry, a big truck just went right by me. So when you're setting goals, you want to crystallize your thinking. The more detailed you are, the clearer your big picture is. Your future becomes more clear, and the more goal directed, your actions become on a daily basis. You want to set a plan to achieve your goals. Setting a plan and a deadline for achieving your goals is really important. The more specific you are with your goals, the better. And that's where these SMART goals are going to come into play. Developing your desire. So it's very easy to get discouraged. And at some point this month, you may feel a little bit discouraged, but a burning desire is the greatest motivator in any human, right? Like, why are we doing this? Why are you doing this? And that's what it all comes down to. When you start to have that self-doubt, why do you do this? Because you need to do this for your family, whatever your goals may be. Always come back to your why to combat that negative feeling that you may have of doubt or whatever it is, right? What's most important to you right now in life? When things get tough, this is what's going to keep you strong, right? This is what's going to keep you strong. So concentrating on your strengths. Do not dwell on your weaknesses, guys. Do not dwell on your weaknesses, because there's always room to grow. If you're tuned into this Zoom right now, you are prepared to grow. You are open to growth. You are open to learning. And that is a really amazing thing, right? So focus on your weaknesses. This is your mindset. Affirmations. What are you right now? Because you know what? I'm currently a 4K, but I am 12K, right? I am 12K. That's what I am. So I'm going to set my goals that are going to help me get to there, because that's what I am, right? I am 12K. Claim your rank, you guys. Claim your ranks. And trust in the process. But no matter what, be relentless. And this is one of this is the biggest tip I got for you guys today. When you're working this business, you're going to be front and center on your Facebook page, because that is your storefront. There is going to be people that are going to doubt you and be naysayers, right? There are people that are going to talk their crap, and they're going to make you feel like something you're doing is wrong. But you know what? People will always talk about you because you're doing something. You stand for something. And that's an amazing thing. When you have a burning passion for what you're doing, which is changing lives. We're changing lives every single day. So when you stand for something and you do something, people are going to talk. There was a quote that I heard that I absolutely love. And that was, dogs don't bark at parked cars. Dogs don't bark at parked cars, right? If that car is not moving, that dog doesn't give a rat's what it is. Right? So if people are giving you self-doubt and, negative talk around you, push it aside, because that just means that you're doing something and you stand for something. And that is a beautiful freaking thing, for real. So let them talk, right? Let them talk, but do what you do every day, because you're making a difference in this world. Right? When you sign up as a promoter, you are making a difference in this world every single day. Right? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're setting your goals today. Let them talk. Let them talk. That's your audience, you guys. So in regards to SMART goals, again, I'll just give you a quick brief on how to set your SMART goals. So like I said, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. When you're setting a specific goal, it's going to help you work with a clear intention, not broad or vague. That's very important, right? Measurable. Provide a method to measure your success by setting benchmarks to meet. Attainable. Give sensible objectives and that are realistic and achievable, right? You know, if you want to say, I'm going to hit 200K and you haven't hit your 4K rank, that's a great affirmation, but it's not a realistic goal right now, right? We're working. So you want to be 200K, you affirm, I am 200K. But when you're setting your goals, set them realistically, right? So if you haven't hit your 4K rank yet, that's your goal right now, right? That's your first benchmark, right? So realistic, again, cutting out unnecessary or irrelevant work that could take away from what's really important right now, right? Your goal, your end result. Time bound, set a clear beginning and end to adhere to reaching your goals. So basically setting like abstract goals or having no goals or like no deadline goals can really cause you to lose focus. And you may find yourself falling short of the goals that you're trying to reach. And that's where goal setting is very important. So I want to give you a quick example. That's the last thing I have here of setting a SMART goal. So I have a goal. I want more big trucks on this road. I want more customer profiles. That's your initial goal, right? I want more customer profiles. And how are we going to make that SMART, a SMART goal? Okay, so we're going to make it specific. I want to increase my customer profiles by utilizing my Facebook. Measurable. I want 15 new profiles. Attainable. Last month, I did a mini giveaway and I got 10 new accounts. Relevant. The more customer profiles that I created, the better my chances are at making sales. And time bound. I want to achieve this by the end of October, 30 days. So that's that goal of I want more customer accounts is now being SMART. So it's going to be by the end of October, I will sign 15 new customer profiles by creating a raffle for a 3-day mini experience on my Facebook page. Bam! That's your SMART goal. You've got a time and a deadline. It's specified. You want 15 new customer profiles, right? It's realistic because you've used your Facebook. You know, it's attainable. You've used your Facebook. That's your storefront. And that's where you're going to achieve your goals. That's where you're going to reach those new potentials, right? So this is your SMART goal. And that's what you want to do. You want to crystallize your goal. You want to zone into exactly what you want to achieve. And you want to be aware of it. Be aware of your goals. So that's a little snippet on SMART goals. Again, being too vague or not having goals at all is a surefire way to set yourself up for really having a crappy October. Let's be real, right? So like goal setting is super important. I like to have a vision board personally. And what I do is I put it in my kitchen. I spend like 1 million hours a day in this kitchen. I don't think I ever leave this kitchen only to sleep. That's what it feels like. Let's be totally honest. So in my kitchen, I put it front and center on my wall. And I have everything that I want to achieve in the month of October. So I got it right there, ready to go for this month. And I'm super excited. So if you have issues with goal setting or holding yourself accountable, get yourself a vision board. It doesn't need to be fancy. Some people go all out with your crafts, have fun with it. That's great. Or you can also just do it with a pencil and paper. I did it 1 month with a crayon. That's all I could find in this house. I'm a toddler, right? We have an abundance of cracked crayons. Let's be real. So, whatever works for you guys. It doesn't need to be super fancy. And you know what? Why not get together with your team for a vision board night? And then you guys can all talk it out. It's a great way to connect with your team while also working together to get ideas on the goals to set for yourselves for the month. And that's a great thing too. It's a lot of fun. We do it with our small team and it's always a laugh. We're always like, our ribs are always hurting from laughing because we're just getting together, we're connecting, and we're getting ourselves set up for the month ahead. That's it.
Awesome. Yes, vision boards and dream boards are key Yeah, guys, for those of us who just checked our back office, the new Frenzy promo is still there. Who knows? They might be just delayed taking it down. We may get it extended. We don't know yet. We'll keep checking your emails. All right. So, the graphics for what I'm about to explain, you guys, and any of the stuff that we've touched on today will be dropped in the replay after the recording is up. So, keep in mind for that. I personally use something called a habit tracker. I implemented this 5 months ago, so I've been doing it over 90 days, so I can explain what it is. So a habit tracker is just what it says. I have 5 to 10 habits that I want to improve on. Okay, something that I know I've been struggling on. Now, yes, it's business related. Yes, it's life related. For me, going for my walks, my self-development, my destination 40K tasks, my fall kick-ass tasks that my 200K Kayla Rose Oliver does for us, my birthdays and my group interactions. Okay. Now, what I do is every day I use a highlighter or a colored pencil or whatever I have at hand that day. Some days it's even a crayon like Kayla. I color in that block after I've done it. Okay. Why am I doing this? So that I can track my progress and my new habits that I'm creating. Okay. Why? New habits take 45 to 90 days to create to stay consistent with. This will help you grow and see where you've been struggling with. So since the wedding, I'm going to be blunt and honest. Since the wedding, my workouts have kind of taken a drip down because I was traveling most of August. It's been a chaos. So I know that I need to get back into my workouts. So that is on my habit tracker. I'm going to start every day doing a workout. I'm going to get back into that habit of doing my workouts. Anything that you are struggling with, so posting in your stories, posting a business post whenever you post a business post, that can become a habit that you want to follow through and you want to track, am I actually following through with this? So that is something that we do on my team. Also, it's called an IPA list. Okay, all the graphics have been shared. Awesome. Thanks, Shannon. An IPA list. So what an IPA list is, let me find mine here. So I have last month somewhere. I'm not in my office. Give me grace. So it's my I want to be, so your rank. My PPA will be a blank. I will help blank customers thrive for free. I will get how many new promoters. You get what I'm saying, guys. It's simple, it's to the point, and it will hold you accountable for all of this. They are small little goals. You don't have to be signing 15 new promoters and smashing that 4K with like VIP with all of them. You want to focus on 2 or 3 new promoters so that you have that one-on-one growth with them. With this, you also want to be thinking about your personal businesses. You don't want to just be like, this is how you run your business, blah, 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 blah. No, you want to be there for them when they have questions, yes. But you also want to be 100% working on your own business. Okay? I am talking to myself when I'm saying this, you guys, because I was there not that long ago. I was focusing on everyone else's businesses and I was failing at my own business. And I was like, why am I not seeing the growth? I reached up and reached out and got some help from another leader who is very near and dear to my heart. And she's like, girl, I know what you're doing. You're doing what I was doing. I was like, okay, well, how do I fix this? She's like, focus on getting people on Thrive. Why did you start Thrive? Why did you relight your fire? I've been doing this for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years on October 15th is when I first started that sample pack, guys. It sat on my counter for 2 weeks. I'm not even gonna lie. It sat on my counter because my best friend told me I was not allowed to have coffee. And I was like, it's just gonna sit there. And then one day she's like, just try it for the love of God. I was like, fine, I'll try it. And then I tried it. I didn't hit the promoter button right away, as we all know. I waited because I was a chicken. I am not even going to go there. I am a chicken when it comes to doing something new. And when I reached up and reached out and found out that that's what I was doing, I was focusing 100% on somebody else and their business instead of my business. that switch in my mindset has helped me grow my business again. My PPA last month was 2. And for me, for the last 3 months, that's huge. Not even going to lie. A 2 PPA is huge for me. This month, I'm going to have 4 to 6. But without setting these goals for myself, I know that if I don't set them, I'm going to fail. But if I set them in small doses to myself, I will get them. So measurable and obtainable and time bound. Again, right back to what Kayla's saying about the SMART goals. And if you're a chicken, it's okay. I'm right there with you, girl. I saw somebody post about being a chicken. With all of the trackers and stuff like that, yes, printing them off, having them set is a good thing, but looking at them and doing are 2 different things. Go ahead, Shannon.
Question for you. Do you do it like what I do when you're setting a goal like my PPA will be, and you put that number in? Are you setting specific steps underneath of that goal on how you're going to achieve it, or are you just putting that goal out there?
So what I do is on the sheet that you shared in the page, I write exactly what it says. And then on a separate sheet, I write my PPA will be, let's say 4. I need 2 new customers every 2 weeks who order. And how am I going to get them? By samples, by sharing credits, by doing all of the do to get the get, right? Now, please know that not every sample turns into an order, you guys. For me, I'm being honest. I'm still learning how to close the sale, which is what I use my 3 ways for. Yeah, exactly. Print it off and put it in a page protector or laminate it, whatever. Yes, exactly, Vanessa. Now I am still learning how to close sales, and that is something that I'm struggling with, but I also know 5 people who I can throw into 3 ways who are awesome at closing.
Yeah. Guys, I'm a soup at a call center for a sales account, and I struggle with closing my sales with Thrive. And on any program that I've ever called on, I was always the top seller. I have the top team for Sirius XM, and I struggle with closing my sales with Thrive.
Exactly. So when it comes to something that you're struggling with, you guys, I'm being raw and real right now. Do not be afraid to reach up and reach out. Okay? I reach up to people, yes, that are in my upline, but I also reach out to people who are on my sidelines, because let me tell you, somebody on my sideline probably is going to relate to Sally because they're a single mom more than somebody in my upline who is a married mom. Okay? I'm going to find that common connector and then flip it. Because I can tell you right now, if I'm throwing a single stay-at-home mom who's a homeschool mom into a 3-way, I'm not going to throw her into a 3-way with somebody who is a married mom of kids that go to school. No, I'm going to message Shannon and say, yo, Shannon, I need you. This is the screenshot. Here you go. I'm adding you now. And then when Shannon's not busy, she's going to message in that 3-way and help me. And if she can't help me and she's like, girl, I can't help you with that. All right, cool. Do we know somebody else who can? Kayla, go for it.
So I just want to touch on that really quick before you move on. The 3-way conversations are huge. You may not take them serious enough. I know for me personally, I did not. And you know why I did not in the beginning? Because I was afraid that I was going to annoy people. That was my fear, that I was going to irritate people by adding them into 3-ways. And then I would say, okay, well, I'm going to add you into a 3-way with so-and-so. And a lot of the times when I did that, I got, no, don't add me into the 3-way. So here's my tip for 3-way conversations. Utilize them. There's nothing more valuable than a third party validation, right? That's an extra person jumping on, extra strengths that are coming up so that you guys can work together. Don't tell them you're going to actually add them into this conversation. Just add them into the conversation and say, hey, Sally, this is Melanie. She's been doing this a little bit longer than me, or she's a single mom that homeschools, or yada, yada, yada. And she's got some really great tips, or she's got some really great insight that you might appreciate hearing, or something along those lines. So add them in right away. Don't tell them you're adding them. Do the introduction. And then whoever you add, let them work their magic, right? Don't clutter it too much with this back and forth conversation. Let your third party validation take the reins and work with whoever they're talking to work their magic. That's what they're there for, right? That's what they're there for. So that's something that's really, really important, is the importance of a third party validation. It's so good. It's also great if you have someone that comes up with like an excuse. Maybe they're saying it's too expensive. Maybe they're saying it's not for them because they work overnights. Maybe it's, whatever their reason for not thinking Thrive is for them. Find somebody that can help you, again, with that third party validation, and tell them about thriving for free. Or find someone that works overnights and can talk about how it works for them on a personal level, right? So whatever the case may be, third party validation is where it's at. Get into those three-way chats.
Heck yeah. And guys, here's another big tip. Do not ever say, this is my enroller, this is my leader, blah, 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 blah. Use, this is my best friend, this is my friend so-and-so. So-and-so has been doing this a heck of a lot longer than I am and can answer all your questions. So-and-so has a very similar story to what you're telling me. I want you to hear their story, because that will instantly trigger, oh, it's a sale. No, you don't want them to think it's a sale. You want them to think that this is Shannon, and Shannon is a mom, and she's going to be able to, you're going to relate to that person. I'm not a mom. I'm an auntie and a godmom. I'm not a mom. I can't relate to all y'all. Getting kids out the door this morning, I was like, oh my God, how do y'all moms do this? And I had a husband to help. So I'm not the mom, but I know tons of moms who Thrive has helped. I know single dads who Thrive has helped. I know dads who Thrive has helped. That's how you word it. You do not say, this is my leader. You say, this is my best friend, so-and-so. They have a similar story to you, and they've been doing this longer than I have. Even if so-and-so hasn't been doing it longer than you, but their story is very similar, then take that little bit out. You guys, so we do want to keep it under the hour. If there's any questions about anything you have had or heard today, please throw it into the replay, and I will try my best to keep up with them and help you guys. Shannon, do you want to do the reading? And anyone who has not won a Vibe Tribe yet, please, if you've won it and you're still waiting, she will be sending them out in October. If you have not won, write me in the chat, and Kayla's going to pick a winner after Shannon reads.
Thank you. Good morning. Day 28. Consider the possibilities. No word from God will ever fail. Luke chapter 1, verse 37. Are you afraid to ask God to do big things or to make big changes in your life? Is your faith threadbare and worn? If so, it's time to abandon your doubts and reclaim your faith in God's promises. Ours is a God of infinite possibilities, but sometimes, because of limited faith and limited understanding, we wrongly assume that God cannot or will not intervene in the affairs of humankind. Such assumptions are simply wrong. God's holy word makes it clear. Absolutely nothing is impossible for the Lord. And since the Bible means what it says, you can be comforted in the knowledge that the creator of the universe can do miraculous things in your own life and the lives of your loved ones. Your challenge as a believer is to take God at his word and to expect the miraculous. Our quotes are, man's adversity is God's opportunity, Matthew Henry. God specializes in things thought impossible, Catherine Marshall. If all things are possible with God, then all things are possible to him who believes in him, Corrie ten Boom. If God is your partner, make your plans big, D.L. Moody. For further reflection, Genesis chapter 18, verse 14, Numbers chapter 23, verse 19, Joshua chapter 21, verse 45, Matthew chapter 19, verse 26, and Hebrews chapter 6, verses 17 through 18. Today's prayer. Dear Lord, give me the courage to dream and the faithfulness to trust in your perfect plan for my life. When I am worried, give me strength for today and hope for tomorrow. Today, Father, I will trust you and honor you with my thoughts, with my prayers, with my actions, and with my dreams. Amen. Love how it always fits in. And whoever Kayla picks as the winner, please message me in Messenger. My last name is Cochran. Kayla?
All right. So the name I picked today is Tamika Haynes. So get in touch with Shannon, Tamika.
Congratulations, Tamika.
Congratulations, guys. And thank you for joining us on our Vibe Tribe Zoom. Kayla, Tammy, thank you so much.
Thank
And
you for
we will
having
see
me.
you guys Monday.
Have a great weekend, everyone.